Hey guys, Brian here from LCS. Thanks for stopping by the channel and this video. Want to sell more comics? Sort your shit. So what do I mean by that? So over the last couple weeks, I've been out, free comic book day, out to, multiple LCSs, and just recently hit up a comic book warehouse, which is basically an overflow for another local LCS. And they have probably 20 or so long boxes, so 6,000 comics that are basically a dollar a piece. And a number of the other LCSs that I visited recently, they have their back issues sorted, typically in alphabetical order, or they may group them by, category like Spider-Man. You may find all of the different Spider-Man titles, in a cluster in their back issues. But what I find is that a number of the sales bins or the dollar bins, 50-cent bins, whatever it may be, are typically not sorted. They're just thrown all in the boxes together. And believe me, I understand it takes a long time and work to sort through, a large number of books. I have purchased a few collections over the years, several, 5, 10 long boxes, 10, 15 short boxes. But the best way to organize those books is to sort them in some type of order, whether it's, alphabetical order, including, numeric order of the issues, or, grouping them by character or category. I sell a number of those books on eBay, and I have to be organized because when I sell a single issue or, a few books, I need to easily be able to find them. But what I'm finding is when I go out to some LCSs, they may have, 10, 5, 10 long boxes, and they're running, a sale, five books for 20, or, all the books are $1. And I'm spending so much time digging through these books and long boxes, looking for, books that I'm interested in. But if they're unsorted, it takes me, 10 times as much time to search through these books. And depending on the books, whether they're, bagged and boarded or easy to flip through, if they're not, if they're just kind of raw books and no bags, no boards, it can take you forever to search through these things. And so a few times recently, I've started to go through some of these unsorted boxes, and I've left because I simply just don't have all the time in the world and hours every weekend just to be digging through these books. Believe me, I'd love to have the time to do that, but let's be realistic, right? I work, during the week. I've got 2 days off on the weekend, and typically have a number of things to do, whether it's things around the house or spending time with the family. And so, like I said, I would love to spend, 5, 6 hours just digging through boxes, hunting comics, but I just don't have the time to do that every weekend. And so, if you want to sell more books, as an LCS or if you're at a show, you want to have those books sorted and make it easy for potential buyers to find books. And so this is like a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. The comic book warehouse that I went to recently, they have their books sorted alphabetically, right? And so, the A, you may find Amazing Spider-Man, Action Comics, Ant-Man, any of the A titles. But at least I know I have 2 or 3 boxes of the A titles that I can look through. If I want to find Spider-Man books, I go to the S section and I sort through. So that's it, the minimum, that I think you need to do. If you could, group them by title, all the action titles together, all the, Amazing Spider-Man together, that's even better. But, just having them grouped alphabetically makes my life a whole lot easier because I can at least target in on the titles and characters that I'm looking for. I went to another LCS, and they had about 10, 12 long boxes. And their offer was 5 books for $20. So, $4 a book. And there were some really great books in there. But as I started digging through a couple long boxes, they were unsorted. So it was Marvel, DC, it was, all different, age, modern, silver, bronze. And I didn't have the time to sort through all of those books. I really wanted to because there looked like there was some very good books in there, books that were worth, $5 or $10 a piece. I came across a few Spider-Man books that I was interested in, but I just gave up. It was too much. The books were actually outside. It was very warm that day. They threw up like a little pop-up tent over them, but it wasn't worth my time to just continue to dig through. Yeah, maybe I missed an opportunity. Maybe I passed up some great books. I'll never know. But if they were sorted, I could at least zero in on the books that I was interested in. So, just a little tip for sellers out there. I don't think I've ever been to a comic book show or a Comic Con where the books aren't sorted. Maybe they have one or two boxes, a long box full of unsorted comics. I'm okay with that. That doesn't take me all of a long time to sort through. But when you're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20 boxes, you need to sort them in some way if you really want to make some sales. So just a little rant, little pet peeve of mine when I'm out comic book hunting. I don't know if this will change anything for anybody, but I just think it's really bad business. You could sell a lot more books if you just spent the time to organize a little bit. So what do you guys think? What do you find when you're out, hunting for books? If it's on the cheap end, are they not sorted? If it's a little bit more expensive, are they sorted? What have you guys find? What do you think? Does it drive you crazy when books aren't sorted? Drop me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear what you're finding out there. Like I said, I've only seen it in a few stores, but it really kind of turned me off to kind of digging through. Like I said, simply because I just don't have, 4 or 5 hours every Saturday to go, digging through your unsorted book. So let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Hope you're subscribed to the channel for new content. And that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by.